So I watched that horror movie Sting, and I was curious to check this out. Like it wasn't a movie I was like overly excited about, but sometimes I do love or enjoy a good Fisa. And overall, I did enjoy this movie. The positives with this movie is that I think there are some creepy scenes with the spider when it comes to the deaths. Some good spider deaths in this movie, I thought, with how the spider kills some of the people in the apartment building. And the spider overall is the special effects for the spider, the VFX looks good. I thought looked good in this movie. And I think the bug, I can't remember the name of the character, but the guy, the bug exterminator, the one that comes in the apartment building to, he's not in the movie a lot, but I thought he was a fun, quirky character in the movie. And I think the cast overall does fine in this movie. To me, he was the only character I felt kind of stood out to me personally. Now, the negatives with this movie, I thought was it took a little bit long to get going when it comes to the spider like assay. Starting to get to the part where the spider starts like going on a killing rampage. It took a little bit long to get to that point in the movie for me. And even though I appreciate them trying to have a family drama in this movie with the little girl and her mom, and she has like a brother or sister in the movie. Like her mom has a baby, and I can't remember if she has a brother or sister. But and then she's dating a new guy who's not her dad. Like I appreciate them trying to do like putting some family drama in this movie, making it more than a Fisa. But it just I didn't really find myself invested in that story all that much, and the characters aren't really to me all that compelling. And the little girl was, I think she does fine in this movie, but she came off the way her character was written. This came off kind of likable to me. Like I really didn't like her character all that much, and it has that cliche trope of the kid doesn't like the new guy who's trying to be the her new dad, and it just she came off just kind of like I don't know, just not likable to me in this movie. The character, like I kind of found her just a character to be kind of bratty, and I know like she's a kid, but her character just came off just not really all that like likable to me in this movie. And just overall, I didn't care much for the characters. And another thing is that the apartment building, besides the bug exterminator, like he's a kooky character, but the whole apartment building, like you meet some other people in the apartment building, all kind of weird quirks about the characters. I feel like this movie had too many weird kooky characters in the apartment building because it was kind of like everybody they met in the apartment building, there was something quirky or off about them, and I just felt like there was too many of those type of characters in this movie. And another thing about this movie is that like I said, I appreciate them with the family drama stuff, but I did feel like when you have a movie where you have like a spider, they show in the beginning of the movie that it was from a meteor that lands in one of the rooms in an apartment building, and a little girl finds it and she treats it as a pet, and it starts to grow throughout the movie. When you have like half of this movie trying to be later on trying to be like a Fisa, when it comes to like kind of like how ridiculous that part of the plot is. And you have a spider growing that's going around killing people, and then you try to put in this family drama. I feel like the two tones didn't really gel that well together. Like again, I don't have a problem if you want to like have some family drama in there, but the characters, I didn't really find myself really invested in the characters, and the two tones just kind of conflicted each other. So overall, like I had a decent time with this movie. This is like a decent Fisa movie, but it's not really all that memorable. It's like one of those forgettable movies to me. Again, not a bad movie. Like I didn't dislike it. I enjoyed it enough, and I would say check it out. But it's not one of those movies I found myself going back to rewatch again. So that's my thoughts on Sting. Until next time, movie fans.